Night after night sleeping at the feet of the statue of Mary, it didn't seem to be mere coincidence. There was something more, a hidden link, connecting the cat to the mother of Jesus, a mystery that the priest felt compelled to unravel. Bento's curiosity led him to investigate the history of Maria, the former owner of the cat, and what he discovered left everyone in that community pale, questioning what that cat would really mean for all. On a rainy night shrouded in mysteries, the stone streets of the village of Montebello gleamed under the intermittent moonlight, while distant thunder
Maulan yan ng mga panahon na yun. Kaya medyo may bagyo. Yan, yan nila yung pusa daw na meron na kakaiba.
announced the imminent arrival of an impending storm. In the darkness, a solitary figure sought shelter. It was not a villager, but rather a mottled cat, with shiny fur and eyes as green as emeralds, wandering the alleys in search of refuge. His name was Caesar, and he carried with him not only the urgency of finding shelter from the storm, but also the weight of an untold story. The Church of San Francisco, with its imposing towers and solid wooden doors, offered the promise of refuge. It was there that Father Bento, a man of unwavering faith and a kind heart, spent his nights in prayer and reflection, seeking comfort in sacred words and the solemn quietude of his sanctuary. When Caesar, guided by a mysterious instinct, entered the church through a small gap left open, he found himself under the watchful gaze of Father Bento. The priest, surprised by the unexpected presence of such a creature, observed the cat with a mixture of curiosity and caution. At first, Bento thought to shoo away the nocturnal visitor, but something in his pleading eyes and the way he nestled calmly among the benches made the priest hesitate. "Who brings you to this sacred place, little traveler?" murmured Father Bento, approaching Caesar slowly.
May kakaiba talaga sa pusa na hindi man nila mapaliwanag, pero na-discover nila na ganun pala, may tinuturo pala ang pusa na
The
dapat
cat in
na
turn only
matutuan.
watched him, as if understanding the man's words but choosing to respond with an enigmatic silence. That night, as the storm raged outside, Father Bento found himself torn between duty and compassion. Deciding to welcome Caesar, he provided a small bed with an old fabric next to his own resting place. "May St. Francis, protector of animals, bless us," whispered Bento, before surrendering to sleep, not without casting one last glance at the cat, who mysteriously seemed to bring with him more than just the need for shelter. Caesar's presence in the church soon became known throughout the village. The faithful, as they arrived for the morning masses and noticed the quiet figure of the cat resting peacefully among the shadows, began to question his origin and purpose. Rumors and speculations arose like whispers among the benches, fueling an atmosphere of mystery and anticipation. "What if he is a sign?" one of the residents questioned, while watching Caesar elegantly walk down the church's central aisle. "A sign of what?" another retorted, unable to avert his gaze from the feline, who seemed to enjoy the attention, although maintaining his air of mystery. Father Bento, however, saw in Caesar something more than superstition or curiosity. He saw a living being, an unexpected companion who, somehow, had chosen the church, and perhaps the priest himself, for reasons that transcended immediate understanding. But what remained hidden was the true reason why Caesar had been guided there, a secret that only the shadows of the Church of San Francisco knew. As the storm gave way to a peaceful silence, Father Bento and Caesar found comfort in each other's presence. An invisible bond began to form between the human and the animal, a prelude to the mysteries and revelations that were about to unfold under the sacred roof of the Church of Montebello. As the days passed, Caesar's presence in the Church of San Francisco not only became a constant, but also the center of a series of events that defied logic and reason. Every night, as if guided by an invisible force, Caesar made his way to the statue of Mary, positioned gracefully on the altar. With eyes fixed on the sacred figure, he nestled at her feet, surrendering to sleep with a serenity that filled the atmosphere with peace. Father Bento observed this routine with a mixture of admiration and perplexity. Caesar's choice of the statue of Mary, night after night, did not seem to be mere coincidence. There was something more, a hidden link connecting the cat to the mother of Jesus, a mystery that the priest felt compelled to unravel. Bento's curiosity led him to investigate the history of Maria, Caesar's former owner. He discovered that she had been a woman of unwavering faith, known for her kindness and unconditional love for animals. Her untimely death had left the village in mourning, and her legacy seemed to have been forgotten until now. "Is Caesar trying to tell us something?" pondered Father Bento while stroking the cat's fur, seeking answers in the depths of his green eyes. It was during a Sunday Mass, with the church filled with faithful, that the inexplicable happened. At the holiest moment of the celebration, Caesar, as if moved by divine inspiration, leaped onto the altar and began to meow softly, fixing his eyes on the statue of Mary. A reverent silence fell over the congregation as all eyes turned to the cat. Father Bento, seized by a sudden intuition, approached Caesar and, following his gaze, noticed a detail in the statue that he had never perceived: a small hidden compartment at the base. Inside, he found an ancient rosary and a faded letter written by Maria, revealing the existence of a lost relic of the church hidden for centuries. The discovery shook the village of Montebello. Caesar's meowing was not just a call for attention, but a message, a sign from Mary, guiding them to a long-forgotten secret. Father Bento, moved, shared the discovery with the faithful, proclaiming divine intervention through Caesar. This cat, sent to us by Mary, has...
Puso pa yung nagturo sa mga discover na, na isang bagay na sulat para matagpuan. Ayan, talagang binibigyan tayo ng God at Mama Mary sa lahat ng bagay kay Jesus Christ, ang ating mahal na Panginoon Hesus Kristo.
Brought us more than his presence. He has brought us a message of faith and unity. Caesar reminds us that the bonds that unite us transcend human understanding, reaching the divine, declared Father Bento as he held up the rosary for all to see. The village of Montebello would never be the same. The mystery of the relationship between Caesar and the statue of Mary and the discovery of the relic reignited faith and unity among the inhabitants.